God is telling Job, I'm not going to answer the question why you went through all of this. Dark tunnel, disease, loss. So much for the message of prosperity. If you get up and you say to your people, pray for more dollars, more cars, more castles, more airplanes, and you preach the gospel, you read the book of Job and you see that God in darkness, in sickness, in a dark place, He shows up in the midst of that, so you can discover His name and His power and His majesty and His grace. God is not going to show up out there with a Mercedes and say, oh, you won. You are patient. Go drive that Mercedes or that BMW. Prosperity is through knowing who God is, as Job discovered the name of God. As Job knew God's name and power and majesty through that dark tunnel. That is what prosperity is. Not praying for $1,000 in your bank account the next day. Not praying for a greater miracle so that God can give you a castle off of that street. That is not prosperity. Prosperity is believing and knowing God and believing in Him and trusting Him and being patient so He can show up in your heart. In Job 31, Job questions God at this moment. He does not pray for his cattle back. Job does not pray for his Mercedes back or for a bigger airplane, does he? Job prays to know God. And Job says, does not the Almighty see my way? Does not God see that dark tunnel I'm in, that dark place? Does not God see I'm in loss, I'm in weakness, I'm in tragedy, I'm in infirmities? Does He not count my steps? But Job didn't know. In Romans 8:28, the verse says, all things work out together for good for those who love the Lord. If you love the Lord and you trust Him, and your heart walks with Him in the midst of all of your losses. Prosperity is knowing God's name, discovering God. It is not having $1 million in the bank. That's not what Job prayed for. Job prayed to know the name of God. He prayed to seek God. He prayed for the presence of God. And then God shows up with a prayer of faith. In Job 38, God shows up and He says, where were you, Job, when I created the earth? Ayub, أين أنت كنت لما أنا خلقت الأرض والسماوات والنجوم والبحر؟ God searches the heart. In Corinthians 28:9, the Lord searches your heart. He searched Job's heart. Job did not pray for financial success, for a better job, better income, promotion, this, that, and the other. Job prayed to see God in his misery. God shows up. In Job 38, God says, the Lord searches the hearts and understands all the imaginations of your thoughts. God doesn't even read your thoughts. He reads the imagination of your thoughts. If God created information and processes, He can also read the emotions of those processes inside your mind. That's how powerful He is. If you seek Him, He will be found of thee. just like Job did. But if you forsake him and pray for materials, financial successes, greater shopping credit cards, and you say, God is blessing me, that is not the prosperity of Job. That is not Christ. Christ was risen on the cross naked with his blood to show us his love, his peace, his kindness, his grace. What greater prosperity is that? And if you forsake God, he will cast you in darkness forever. If you don't search for him truthfully, if you don't seek him like Job sought him, God will show up and he will say, you will go in darkness, for you have not sought to know me, to trust me, like I have trusted and loved you on that cross and died for your sins.
ربي حبيب امسك يمين ارفعني ليولا أرجوك ربي لا تتركني وحدي في الظلام ربي حبيب امسك يمين ارفعني ليولا أرجوك ربي لا تتركني وحدي في الظلام